This video is intended to be a brief demonstration of a writing sample from Pelikan's 2020 M600 Tortoiseshell Red. This one is not a true evaluation of Pelikan's stock nibs. I certainly have other reviews that do show those, and in general, the stock nib tends to be very firm. They put down a line that lacks any variation, but is a very generous and wet line. The feed is very wet and resists drying out. Oftentimes you'll need a drier ink to tame it. That pretty much is unchanged for this model line, and they have E, F, F, M, and B nib widths available. As far as this example, it's actually a nib that's been custom ground at the time of purchase. More vendors are offering these services these days. Since my model was purchased through the German retailer Fritz Schimpf, I got one of their italic grinds, which I've gotten on other models before. So this basically takes a stock medium nib and converts it to an italic. The ink here I'm using is also one of theirs. It's called Morgenrot. I'm sure I got that wrong, as I'm probably horrible at the German language, but it translates into intense rosy dawn red. Normally I don't like saturated or darker inks like this because of the propensity for staining. However, in a pen like the M600 Tortoiseshell Red that lacks an ink view window, you really can use ink with impunity because there is no risk of staining, since there is no visualization of the ink chamber. I can't really find much to critique on the nib. It's italic grind, so basically what that indicates is you'll get thicker down strokes, and then you'll get thinner cross strokes, and that adds a nice bit of variety to your writing. And for this one, let me see if I can give you a good view. Now again, I always say my hand's not the best to highlight these things, only because my writing's never been that great. You get just a nice bit of feedback on the paper. It's certainly not a sharp italic where it's catching. It's very forgiving and easy to use. So if that's something you're interested in, I would certainly inquire with either your preferred nibmeister, or if you're going to purchase from Fritz Schimpf, you can talk to them about what services and options they offer. I know different models they make these nibs available in, not just Pelikan. So that's a look at the M600 Tortoiseshell Red with the Fritz Schimpf italic, and that's using the Fritz Schimpf Morgenrot ink, and ultimately just adds a lot of nice character to the line and makes writing quite the joy. Also, the ink has a nice dark shade to it, with some shading and some tones of pink mixed in within the deeper kind of burgundy. So if you like kind of like a darker ink like that with a little bit of play to the colors, I'd recommend that one as well.